Update on a shooting in Huntsville from this morning. Take a look at your screen. This woman, Inez Fuqua, is facing several charges tonight. Huntsville police tell us she fired 14 shots into her husband's truck. Police say he was treated at the scene, but they did not mention his specific injuries. The shooting happened outside of the Hyatt Hotel on Governor's West. Police tell us the husband fired 2 shots after Fuqua fired more than a dozen rounds. Police say she was shot in the hand. Officers say the gun the wife used was stolen from Selma. We're told Fuqua fled the scene but was taken into custody after being released from the hospital. Both are expected to be okay. Right now, her husband does not face any charges.
Welcome back, everyone. 6:55 on your Sunday morning, and breaking news to tell you about this morning. There's been an arrest in a Huntsville death investigation. We first told you about this last night at 10. This is 38-year-old Inez Fuqua. She's charged with murder in the shooting death of her husband. Lieutenant Jesse Sumlin with Huntsville Police say officers got to a home on Cypress Point Drive around 6 o'clock last night. Sumlin said officers found Fuqua sitting outside. She said her husband, 33-year-old Christopher Fuqua, was in the house. This is a picture of the scene last night. Officers found Mr. Fuqua in the home, unresponsive and bleeding from a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Sumlin said it looks like the shooting started from a fight between the couple. Ms. Fuqua is now in the Madison County Jail. The investigation is currently ongoing.
Yeah, Elizabeth and Nolan, I talked to multiple neighbors today, and they tell me they haven't heard any fighting coming from the house in the past. But this is not Inez Fuqua's first arrest. We actually found out that she was accused of shooting at her husband last November. Christopher Fuqua would be alive today if his wife had stayed in jail. That's from the mouth of one neighbor. But she bonded out. We told you that Inez Fuqua was arrested by Huntsville police last November for shooting at her husband while he was inside a truck. That happened outside a hotel near Bridge Street. But another neighbor says they didn't see any warning signs while the couple was renting the home.
There had been no incidents in that neighborhood of noise, domestic violence, screaming. We had no clue what was going on in that household.
Until Saturday night. Janet Hoffman, who lives nearby, says Inez Fuqua came to her neighbor's front door.
I found out through another neighbor who said to me, this woman came knocking at our door, hysterical and pounding. And they answered the door. She was, call the police. I've just shot my husband.
And she says went with police willingly when they arrived.
The police came. She laid on the ground voluntarily. They handcuffed her and then put her in the car. And I found out later that she had shot him up in the bonus room upstairs with a 9mm in the head.
Hoffman says this should not reflect on her community.
It can happen anywhere. It's not a product of living in Lake Forest. It's just a tragedy that's happened twice in this neighborhood.
Inez is being held right now inside the Madison County Jail behind me. Of course, this is an ongoing investigation, so we'll be sure to keep you updated. Reporting live in Huntsville, Caroline Clapp, 48 News on your